ready to crack on with the show, ladies and gentlemen? Are you guys staying in a hotel? Are you staying in a hotel while you're here? In an apartment? Woo, doing all right. I stay in a lot of hotels doing this job, and I think different rules apply when you're in hotels than in real life, don't they? Do you think that's fair to say? Different rules apply? I'll give you an example. I was in a hotel in Montreal last year, and I was there for 5 nights at a festival thing, and on the second day of my stay, the entire staff of Montreal's hotels went on strike. Not because of me, I'm not that high maintenance a customer. I think it was something that had been brewing for some time. But they put a note under the door saying, "Dear Mr. Cochrane, we'd like to apologise for the rest of your stay. We won't be changing the bedding or the towels until you leave because of the hotel strike." And I remember reading it and thinking, oh my God, 3 more nights with the same bedding. What, like at home? And I don't want to sound like a sexist, but my wife changes the bedding in our relationship. I don't do it. I've got other roles like taking the bins out and going to get takeaways and dealing with big spiders. But we've all got our roles in a relationship, that's fine, but she does the bedding, and I think she does it every week or 10 days, but I don't know for certain because I only ever notice it the night that it has been done, because I get in the bed and go, oh, clean sheets, fucking lovely. I don't care how big or tough you are or look, when you get in a bed with clean sheets, you go, oh, fucking lovely. But 24 hours prior to that, I do not get in the bed and go, ugh, this is fucking disgusting. I hope these sheets get changed tomorrow. That's literally never occurred to me. I've thought about this, and I reckon if it was down to me, I think I'd change the bedding about every 18 months. I really do. I think it'd be approaching Christmas, and I'd probably think, oh, I should probably change the fucking bedding, but I've got presents to buy, bollocks. I'll leave it till Easter, see how it's going. Don't judge me. I'd change a pillowcase every now and again to give it the illusion of hygiene. You know, like when a woman gets lazy and she can't be asked to wash her full hair, so she just does the fringe. That's what it'd be like. Wow, a lot of women laughing and a lot of men looking like, do they? Yes, they do, lads. They're dirty bitches. That's what they are. Tricking us to think they're clean. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to crack on with the show. Are you ready for your next guest? In that case, give a huge round of applause, clap and cheer, and welcome to the stage the one and only Benji Waterstones.
Hello. Hello. So I'm Benji. I've only recently moved to London. Specifically, I live above a Tesco Metro. Supermarket fans in. So, should I carry on? I'll carry on. So, I got a club card the other day, and I was reading. Do you guys work in Tesco? You do? You work in Tesco? Why are you so perky about it? I'll carry on. So I got a club card, and I was reading. Them again. Guys, don't heckle at an open. You know, this is the open spot. Heckling at an open spot. Thank you. Heckling at the open spot would be like turning up at a primary school football match and then getting annoyed when the kids weren't scoring overhead kicks. I'll crack on with the story. So yeah, I live above this Tesco, and I got. I'm going to stop saying that word. So, I got a club card. This joke's not even going to be worth it, but I got a club card, and I was reading the information leaflet, and one of the queries answered in it is, if a relative dies, can you get their club card points? And I don't know what it says about Tesco shoppers, but that's under a section of frequently asked questions. Because I don't really know anyone here yet, I went to the cinema on my own once, and I was the only person in the screening, which was worrying because I knew if there was an American-style cinema massacre, I'd probably take the brunt of it. And my eulogy would just sound phony. Can you imagine on the 10 o'clock news? A man described by his mother as a well-liked and popular character who was always the life and soul of the party has been shot dead. Single 29-year-old Benji Waterstones was killed as he watched the Lego movie. Alone. On Saturday night. CCTV footage showed him only moments before the event crying into his popcorn as he clasped a spare orange 2-for-1 cinema ticket. No friends were available to comment. Mrs. Waterstones said her son's death had been made even more painful as Tesco's refused to reimburse his club card points. It's weird living on your own. Like, you know you've got too much time on your hands when you start calling the numbers on the side of food products. You know, the ones that go, fancy a chat? And you're like, yeah, I do actually. I was on hold once with the guys at Utterly Butterly. I just called up for a serving suggestion, but you know you've got to sort your life out when you've been waiting 40 minutes to speak to a margarine spread expert. Because I'm nearly 30 and I do feel behind like some of my mates back home. Like, one of them's having a baby, albeit him and his girlfriend say it was an accident. Although, I think having sex and describing the resulting child like that would be like putting yeast and flour in a bread maker and then being surprised when you got a loaf. If you slipped and your trousers fell down and you happened to land in between the spread legs of a girl who, what are the chances, had her knickers round her ankles, that'd be a freak accident. But it can only have happened once or twice. I thought I'd be proactive about my love life, and I asked the girl at work for her number, but she just sent me pictures of her boobs and then told me to send one. Now, I'd never taken a picture of my John Thomas before, so with my camera phone I was experimenting with the angles and the perspective to optimise it. I don't know why I was looking at you, sorry about that. And I thought I'd got away with it until she asked me to photograph it again next to a 50p piece. She seemed nice though, so you know, we went out a few times and I get embarrassed talking about sex, but when we did it for the first time, she said, talk to me. And I don't think she meant about current affairs. I didn't know what to say, so she started saying, what are you gonna do to me? Tell me what you're gonna do to me. So I said, I'd like to have sex with you, please. And then started having sex with her, but she just kept on going, like, what are you gonna do to me? Tell me what you're gonna do to me. And after a while I was just thinking, look, I've been doing it 20 minutes now, a bit upset you haven't noticed actually. She does this other thing I don't mind, I just find it quite funny, sorry, this is a bit rude as well, but she says she doesn't swallow because she doesn't want to put on weight. Has anyone heard that? Like, I think it's an urban myth though, because I googled it, and on average there's only 6 calories per ejaculate, which is the equivalent of a Brussels sprout. Now, considering you're allowed 2,000 calories a day, I just think if your daily semen intake's going to drastically impact on your waistline, you're probably a bit of a slapper. You guys have been lovely. I've been Benji. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Benji Waterstones, who's another new act who you got for free. One more time for Benji Waterstones. Did very well, didn't he? And a handsome man too. I got a bit of beard envy. I liked his beard. It worked for him. My wife, this is true, my wife got genuinely delighted the other day to find grey hairs in my beard. Genuinely, like a bit insensitive. And